You're watching The Buck Stops Here and I'm Barkha Dutt. On the program this evening, it looks like Narendra Modi is going to be a central issue in the election campaign of 2014. After Narendra Modi's provocative swipe at the Congress, where he accused the party of hiding behind the burqa of secularism, the Congress is hitting back. And hitting back how? The Congress party today unleashed an offensive against Narendra Modi, with its top leader saying the burqa of secularism was way better than what the party called the khaki shorts of intolerance. On the program today, we'll be asking whether Narendra Modi is a magnificent obsession for the Congress party, or whether in fact the Congress's strategy is to shift the campaign discourse from a governance deficit to a secularism deficit. That'll be a big debate on The Buck Stops Here tonight. Also coming up later on the program, it's almost a month since Uttarakhand was ravaged by tragedy. But it's still not clear how many people have died. From the ground, a special report on those who are still not giving up hope.
चल देखिए, उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है, उम्मीद लेके चले आ रहे हैं, क्या करेंगे?
Senior BJP leader Yashwant Sinha had a warning for his party and for Narendra Modi today. Writing in the Economic Times, Mr. Sinha warned that the election campaign was in danger of becoming Modi-centric, and that's exactly what the Congress wanted. Rahul Srivastav now brings you this special report on whether the entire Congress is obsessed with Narendra Modi, or whether there's a method to the madness and the Congress is in fact trying to deflect the discourse and bring it onto secularism instead of governance.
जैसे ही कोई संकट आ जाता है तो वे सेक्युलरिज्म का बुर्खा पहन लेते हैं और सेक्युलरिज्म का बुर्खा पहन करके बंकर में छिप जाते हैं.
The gloves are off and the attacks aren't veiled.
Burqa of secularism is much better than naked communalism, because communalism breaks the country and secularism binds the country.
Within 5 weeks of his elevation, Narendra Modi has demolished the existing political discourse in the country. In fact, right now he is the discourse. Using crafted spin, political innuendos, even statistical faux pas and an unsavory analogy, Narendra Modi has turned India's multi-party political battle into a Modi versus the rest contest. Congress is attacking every word Narendra Modi utters. BSP's Mayawati, Samajwadi Party's Mulayam Singh, the Left Front and JDU's Nitish Kumar all are on one side against Narendra Modi.
कि आज का दौर था कांग्रेस के खिलाफ सभी दलों की गोलबंदी का. एक पार्टी ने अपने जिद्द में उस माहौल को बर्बाद कर दिया.
In Modi's calculation, the attacks are improving his projection and positioning. He is driving the communal versus secular debate around himself. If rivals are trying to polarize minority vote, he is using Hindutva elements, hoping for a reverse polarization. He is happy triggering a reaction on him. Today, his own party, Nitish Kumar and the Congress, held press briefings revolving around him.
हमारे यूथ को आप हमारे देश में घूम करके समझाते हैं कि ये करिए, आपने गुजरात में क्या किया? सबसे पहले तो मैं उनसे ही पूछना चाहता हूं.
But elders in his party were and are worried. While vetoing his elevation, Modi's one-time mentor, L.K. Advani, had claimed Modi's elevation will drown issues like UPS corruption and disarray. Political polarization will turn the battle into Modi versus the rest. Since Modi was anointed, the BJP's CWG, 2G and Colgate guns are silent. Price rise or latest hike in petrol prices are not the issue. But since the discourse in his party has changed in his favor, seniors are only asking for caution.
There is certainly a need for the BJP to continue to articulate these issues before the people. Narendra Modi today is the most popular leader, not only of the BJP, but a popular political leader in the entire political spectrum.
Within the BJP, a section believes that this discourse will help the Congress, and the polarization may soon construct an impression that the BJP is politically isolated ahead of the crucial polls. With Sandeep Phukan and Manish Kumar, Rahul Srivastava for Indie TV.
So is Narendra Modi the Congress party's magnificent obsession, or has the Congress smartly attempted to shift the terms of this election campaign from a governance deficit to a secularism deficit? Also, what does studying the language and the metaphors used by Narendra Modi in the last few days tell us about his ideology, if it tells us anything at all? In other words, is 2014 or 13, whenever the election is, going to be about governance or about secularism, and whose strategy will pay off? Joining us now on the buck stops here, Jayanti Natarajan, Minister for Environment and Forests. Also joining us from Patna today, Ravi Shankar Prasad, Deputy Leader of the Opposition in the Rajya Sabha. And with us as well is Swapan Das Gupta, Senior Journalist. We'll also be getting other perspectives through the course of this debate. But Jayanti Natarajan, let me start with you. The Congress seems entirely fixated with Narendra Modi, some would say. He makes one election speech in Pune, and we have almost the entire top leadership of the Congress tweeting, holding press conferences, reacting. What is it about Narendra Modi that so gets the Congress's goat?
Barka, I just first want to say that this is not a Modi fixation. 2014 is not a Modi-centric election. It's going to be an election based upon our record, and that is what we want to debate. Let me tell you, I'm very grateful to you, in fact, and I use the word advisedly, that you've, in your title for this program, you've said, what do the analogies used by Modi signify about him? And I want to come back to that. But before that, we are more than willing to debate our record. We want to debate that record. But here is a person who's been crowned the campaign committee chief of the BJP, and naturally Congress leaders will react. I myself wanted to come on this program. I agreed the moment I was requested because I wanted to express my personal outrage. Let me not start with the first. Let me start with his last remark.
Yeah.
Whenever the Congress is attacked, they will hide behind the burqa of secularism. What kind of an analogy is that, Barka? The Congress is running away, the Congress is hiding. Say whatever you like. What does that mean to a woman and her identity? What does that specifically mean to a Muslim woman?